We all want to be free, to know and taste an authentic freeness of being. With only the vaguest sense of what it might be, we search in vain, hoping to find it in our connection with people, places, and experiences. Our freedom of being won't be found in any particular experience, but we keep on hoping. Some of us get seduced by the momentary thrill of exhilaration, which has a passing whiff of freeness. It might be through sport or sex or anything else that gives us a good dopamine hit. Others are less motivated by the gratification of pursuing pleasure and are rather trying to get free of themselves by outrunning pain, hurt, and confusion. Yet all the while we're pulling for pleasure or pushing against pain, there is inevitably some pressure, conflict, and friction. What is isn't enough. What's now won't do. I have to get somewhere, get something, become someone, prove something. And then, maybe, hopefully, once I've gotten, made, created, resolved, controlled, attained, and eliminated enough, maybe then I'll feel free. I'll be at peace. I'll be okay. And thus we run on the hamster wheel of samsara. Have you ever watched a hamster on its wheel? It looks very earnest, really convinced it is getting somewhere. Humans too. We pursue pleasure and run from pain. We demand and defend and distract ourselves in depressingly familiar circles, and the heart's longing for freedom goes tragically unmet, unacknowledged, unfulfilled. So what would it be to live freely? Free from our habits and conditioning, free from the blinders and prejudices that colour how we see others, free from our fears and neuroses, our secret shames, our jealousies, comparisons, and judgments. Free to meet life as it is in each moment. Free to love ourselves while still holding ourselves accountable. Free to love others even when we don't like them. Free to love life so much so as to lose ourselves in its embrace. Free to open our hearts to the world with its boundless beauty and tragedy. Free to die with a heart wide open whenever that moment comes. This freeness is the path you're invited to walk. It is a path that's been sought, discovered, and explored by people all through history, by those who wouldn't and couldn't settle for convention and conformity, by those who have first dared to dream and then to commit, to find and follow a path that leads us from a narrow vision of self and world, pleasure and pain, gain and loss, into unimaginable vistas and realms of freeness. It's a path, in my case, that has had several inroads. First, and most formally, my 30 years exploring in various spiritual practices and traditions, mostly Buddhist, but with very porous boundaries. Second, being a partner and parent for the last 25 years, practicing in the up-close and intensive laboratory of family life. And most essentially, of course, the path of being human, with its mystery, wonder, and possibility, daring to listen and respond to the longing of the heart for genuine fulfillment. I always wanted to be free. I couldn't always articulate it as that, but even as a child, The pulls and pushes on my psyche were all tugging at that most essential of longings, to know a free moment, an unconstrained experience, a liberated life.